What's up everyone, and welcome back to On the Clutch, where we talk about car stuff. Today we're going to be talking about Top Gear, or more specifically the three middle-aged bickering men formerly known as Top Gear. They went to Amazon. What the hell? I was sure they were going to Netflix. Almost everybody was sure. All the sources were pretty positive that they were going to either Netflix or ITV, and at the last minute they just went to Amazon, and it was kind of a big surprise. Now, if you don't already know about this, and you don't already know about Jeremy Clarkson getting in a fight with and punching the producer Oysen Timon, getting released from the show, the other two following suit, and everything like that, then you've probably been living under a rock for the past 6 months. So basically all of that is old news, but what isn't old news is the fact that they went to Amazon, and now there is a lot of speculation and a lot of controversy going on about their move to Amazon. A few things that are causing controversy are the fact that they got a lot of money from Amazon, the fact that Amazon is shelling out so much money for them, and the fact that they went to a paid subscription service. Now, a lot of people are upset about this, and quite frankly, I am not really sure why. I understand that people are upset about having to pay money to watch Top Gear, but really it's not that much money. And to be perfectly honest, I really feel that this is the future of television. I don't really watch TV anymore, at all. I think I watch some sports games on television, and that's about it. Everything else I either watch on YouTube, or on Amazon, or on Netflix, or anything like that. That is where I get my entertainment nowadays, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person like that. I think that that is what a lot of people my age are doing, and what a lot of people in general are starting to do. Even my dad, who's almost 60, is basically watching Netflix and YouTube now instead of TV. So that is where the future is. So I personally think that that is the right decision for the Top Gear boys. I think that they are seeing the future as well, and knew that going to a paid subscription service was probably the right decision. Now, what people are saying is, one, they're annoyed at the fact that they have to pay money for it, and two, the fact that they think that Top Gear won't do as well, or at least the new iteration of Top Gear won't do as well because they're going to a paid subscription service, and they don't think people will be willing to pay the money for it in general, not just themselves, but everybody. Now, I personally think that they probably will get a fair amount of new subscribers. Personally, I would be absolutely willing to subscribe to Amazon Prime just to watch Top Gear, or any paid subscription service for that matter. You know, a few dollars a month, basically giving up one fast food meal a month, considering how much fast food meals cost these days, is worth watching my favorite car program, and what is a favorite program for a lot of people. So I think that that's worth it. Will they get massive amounts? Will they get their same 350 million viewers a week that they got before when they were on BBC? Probably not. And to be honest though, that's okay. I think that enough people will subscribe and enough people will tune in to make it worthwhile for Amazon. However, Netflix doesn't think so. If you haven't seen already, Netflix just really lit the fire when they said that they didn't think Top Gear was worth their money. They think that Amazon is making a big mistake, shelling out $250 million for Top Gear, and they want people to know about it. They said that their numbers show that it is not worth their time, it is not worth their effort, and it is not worth their money to pursue Top Gear, and that's why they didn't make a higher bid to try to get Top Gear so badly. They think that Top Gear's basically on the out, and that it's not worth anybody's money to pick them up, especially for the amount that Amazon paid. Now, their data supposedly supports that, and you know, they could be right. I'm not sure. To be honest, it's kind of up in the air, because yes, they say that there are not really enough people or fans to make it worth picking up a new Top Gear show, but at the same time, it's a new Top Gear show. It's going to be a different show than it was before. So it could be better than it was before, and I think that all of this controversy surrounding this change and everything might actually get even more interest in Top Gear than there was before. So to be honest, I think there might be more interest in Top Gear now, so maybe it would have been worthwhile. And maybe specifically it isn't worth Netflix's time or Netflix's money, but it is worth Amazon's time and money. Amazon, their Prime service, I still think it's not quite up to the level of Netflix. I think Amazon is still below Netflix by a little bit in subscribers, at least as far as people who use Prime for video service and video streaming compared to Netflix. I think time will have to tell whether or not that it is worth the while for Amazon to pick up Top Gear for the amount of money they did. Obviously their subscriptions will go up now and definitely when Top Gear comes out. I think that's undeniable that they will get more subscribers. If I don't already have Amazon Prime, I would be subscribing just to get Top Gear. I would do that. And I think there's a lot of other people like that who will do that. I'm not the only person who feels that way, who feels that it's worth it. But whether or not Amazon gets enough people is honestly up in the air. Netflix really could be right. I'm not sure. It is interesting that they are being that vocal about it. And if they're wrong, that will be kind of funny. But to be honest, it's not going to be known for at least a year. That's really the way it is. But one thing I am definitely sure of, in my opinion, is that Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and James May, the former Top Gear boys, did make the right decision to go to Amazon. Why is that? Well, they're pretty much guaranteed a lot of money. I think Amazon is, with how much money they paid, pretty much forced to stick it out for the 3 series that they purchased. And that basically means that the Top Gear guys are guaranteed a very large amount of money. Now, they're not splitting up $250 million between each other, but let's just say they are making a lot more money than they were before. They were making, at least James and Richard were making around $800,000 per series. That's pathetic compared to how much American actors are paid for their television shows. I mean, do you see how much the Big Bang Theory actors make? Way more than they deserve. Well, except Jim Parsons, he kind of deserves his money. But otherwise, they're basically overpaid, and by a lot. And Top Gear, to be honest, deserves close to how much they're making if that's how much the Big Bang Theory guys are making. I think they're just as good and just as talented, again, except for Jim Parsons. But I think that they should be making more money, and now they're getting more money, and I think they deserve it. And a lot of people are upset about this. Personally, I don't get it. There are a lot of actors, there are a lot of sports stars, there are a lot of investment bankers who make tons of money that a lot of people could say, you know, they don't necessarily deserve. But Top Gear was getting paid, even Jeremy was really not getting paid as much as a lot of other actors and entertainers were getting paid. So now I think they're honestly getting paid more what they should be, and I think they deserve it. And really, I don't have a problem with it. Personally, I have no problem with them making as much money as they're making. I have no problem with them going to a subscription service. I think it's better suited for them. I'm thinking that Amazon will be giving them more money, more freedom, and more control to just be themselves and do ridiculous, exploding, arguing, crazy bullcrap that they've always been doing, just more so. Hopefully Amazon won't force them to do car reviews that nobody wants to see and try to fake stuff like that. I think people want to see them do more explosions, piano drops on Morris Marinas, and hitting James in the back of his car over and over again. That's the kind of stuff we want to see. We want to see them bickering and arguing and going on ridiculous adventures where they almost get killed by rednecks in Florida. That's what we want to see. And that's what I'm hoping Amazon does. And if that is what they do, I think it'll work out for everybody involved. I hope it will be an improvement over the previous show, personally. They don't have to worry about BBC bullcrap and everything like that, worrying about things like that. I hope they can just go crazy and it will be the best Top Gear we've ever seen. So we'll see what happens, and you know, as more things unfold, I will be taking a look at those things and talking about it. So it'll be an interesting year before, and definitely be really interesting once it comes out. So I'm looking forward to it, and we'll be covering that and a lot more next time on the Clutch. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you next time.